Hey, hey.
Let's be real. Let's be real, Alisha and Gas. We know how you feel. Coming to you live on the tube. No cut calls, don't mean to be rude. TV pedal, coming to you straight. Don't hate, participate. College girls, smarter than your average. There. Yeah, we know life's not fair. Talking about real life problems. Let's try to solve them. Dribbling down your court, passing you the ball, jumping in your pool, walking down your hall. Let's be real. Na 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 na. Hey!
Oh! Hey! Oh! Let's be real.
Hey guys!
Hey, what's up? What's up?
How's it going? It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Welcome to another edition of Let's Be
Real
Real with Alisha and Yaz. So, this edition we are dealing with the topic of friends and friendship and what that all means. So here's our prompt, and then we'll share with you some of the responses that we got from other people, and then kind of just talk about our personal opinions of friendship. So I want to know from you, yes, you, do you subconsciously or consciously have high expectations from the people you call your friends, or do you think that your expectations are completely reasonable? What are those expectations? For example, do you expect your friends to make time for you or be there for you if you're going through a tragedy or crisis, or even for happy times like a wedding or birth? And how do you react when your friends fail to pull through when you need them or think that they should have done something? Do you forgive them or cut them off? Or do you not have any expectations from anybody, even family? Are your expectations for family different or the same from those you have who are you consider your close friends? So that was a mouthful.
Yeah.
But you can kind of see where we're going with that. So, Alicia, you want to share what some people shared with you? And we got them for both male and female. So.
Male and female. So we got a good amount of responses that had a lot of good information and just feedback for these questions. So a lot of what people that I talked to said that they expect their friends to be honest and someone they can trust. And that kind of goes with everything. I know one person said that if my friend has respect for me, then automatically I know that I should expect them to be trustworthy and honest with me. So just that level of respect with everything. And I also found it very interesting that someone said that they expect, like, with their close friends, that they have, like, a family atmosphere with it. Because with your close friends, they do, they're part of your life for a long time. You continue to keep in touch with them. They do come like brothers and sisters with you. So having that family atmosphere and having that accountability too. So saying, I can call on you if I'm having something, or if there's anything wrong, or even if I'm just saying, hey, like, what's up? I want to talk to you because, I do consider you my family, so that's close friends. As far as your friend, kind of hurting you, or just going through the things of, like, maybe you don't trust them as much anymore. I know someone said that, if they're not completely honest or completely real with me, that they do keep that in their mind and say, the next time I interact with you, I may not have that level of trust within you. So my trust goes down and my expectations go down with that friendship as well. So it's kind of like a give and take. So if I know Yasmin, she's very honest, very real. So, I have high expectations for that. So, but I know if someone else, one of my other friends, did something in the past, then I know that I should expect that they're going to do something again. So that was something that came up. And then also, I think I said this before, but, expectations are kind of linked with trust. So if I expect someone to be in my life or just to laugh with, have a good time, or support me, then I also trust them with those tasks in my life. So, yeah, it's pretty
Okay.
good overview of the responses that I received.
And for me, I have two, so I'm just gonna kind of read them a little bit, and I just like the wording in their responses. So one person responded to us, yes, that they do have high expectations for their friends. Yes, I expect my friends to be there for me and be supportive and show that they are my friends outside of just saying that they are. It depends on the extent of the conflict. Yes, I have cut friends off in the past. When people show you who they are the first time, believe them. That is a famous quote. I think, is it from Maya Angelou? But anyways, and let's see. My expectations are a bit different, and my patience with them may be a little more, but I have cut off both friends and family. Mm-hmm. My expectations for all of my relationships is to be treated respectfully. So that goes again with what you were saying. Mm-hmm. I treat people the way I want to be treated, and I expect the same in return. The pettiness, the jealousy, maliciousness, I don't have time for. Mm-hmm. And I thought that basically summed it up. Mm-hmm. And then someone else wrote, I think it depends on my level of friendship I have with those people. My good friends, the people I have been relatively close to for years, I hold to a higher standard than those who are my acquaintances. I think I've lowered my standards for my friends in the last couple of years. I'm a judgmental person, and I've tried to learn to be more forgiving and allowing of my friends' faults, but I definitely hold my close friends to a level of competency that I would treat them with. I think I react negatively when those expectations aren't met in times of crisis, but I've learned to cut people slack. It is about communicating when you are in need of support and asking people to be there, because people cannot read minds, and sometimes people don't understand how to support you. And then, so basically, I think they're all good responses.
Yeah.
So, what do you think, Alicia, and about all that has been said? And
I think it's just an array of things, and it just goes to show you that people do really value friendships and the relationships that we build. I think for me, I kind of can relate to the person who said that they have different expectations depending on friend level. Mm-hmm. So I have higher expectations for my close friends than it is someone I just say hi and bye to throughout the week. Mm-hmm. So I do have different levels for them, but for just in people person, I do expect everyone to be respectful. Yeah. Just everyone to have that respect for just people in general. I think that's something that we have, but yeah, I think it's really good. Something to think about, because especially how someone mentioned, cutting family or cutting friends off, that's another important thing that we don't like to talk about that much.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't like to, it's touchy for everyone, but it's also just something important. Like if you're advancing or you have certain beliefs or certain values, and you have a friend who's just not with that, or who brings you down, or who is negative, or who maybe not even really be your friend, then maybe you do need to cut them off. Maybe you do need to sacrifice them, or just stop that communication with them, because it a lot of times those negative things can come from negative relationships.
That's true. That's definitely true. So, well, I kind of thought about those questions because, like Alicia said, it's not something that we generally talk about, but friends and relationships are part of daily life. I particularly like the part in one of our responses where the person was talking about how it's important in a friendship or any kind of relationship to communicate, because a person can't always, we can't read minds. Yeah. So if you are going through something and as a result you're snapping on people, or you acting real strange and things, but you don't let anybody know, then how are people supposed to know how to support you? And your actions can end up running people away or turning people off, and then cutting off those friendships, and that's something you also do not want to do. I personally, through my life, I've had to learn that people do not read your mind. My grandmother would always say to me, Yasmin, you can't make people do what you want them to do. And that is very true. You know, friend or no friend, you really can't make anyone do anything that you want them to do. Like, ideally, you would want them to be there for you, like when you're celebrating something for your wedding or I mean anything, and also death and things like that. Like you would expect your close friends to be there, but sometimes life happens and they can't be there, and they may not always verbalize that. Things like that have happened to me as well, where a person, I'm like, really? But they didn't verbalize, and then when they did, I was like, oh, okay, I really just jumped the gun and I made assumptions. Making assumptions can be harmful and dangerous and unnecessary, and I just think it's a learning process. Anything else?
Communication is key. I know one of our respondents talked about communication, saying like, you know, if there's anything going on, if there are any problems, like, you know, please let us know, because we care about everyone. Right. We care about you. So if there is something that you're struggling with, you know, maybe we can help you or even just comfort you. You know, and I know I rely on my friends for comfort too. If I'm having a bad time, I call them and say, hey, this is what happened. Oh, shit. Right. But, you know, and then I try to do the same thing for my friends, like just communicate to them that, you know, I am here for you. You know, I don't want you to be upset. I don't want you to be sad. So if you just tell me, you know, we can try to work something out, or, you know, I can just try to help you the best that I can. So I think communication, communication is key. There was something else I was going to say. And then I guess just going off of the expectations piece is that I guess for me personally, I don't start establishing expectations until I get to that friendship level with someone that I feel like, okay, now I do expect you to, you know, hang out, or I do expect you to, you know, communicate me the same as much as I communicate with you. Because if, you know, we start off as acquaintances. You know, we start off as acquaintances, so if it progresses, then that's when I start thinking, okay, you know, this is someone that I can rely on. Right. You build trust, you build that friendship, and then, you know, then that's when I have higher expectations for you, rather than just when we were just acquaintances at the beginning.
And I think too, this sounds really bad, but this is my personal opinion, but I mean, you just have to be really careful. I just think in today's time or any time with people, you just have to be careful who you trust and what information that you relay to them, whether they're your friends or not, because ultimately you don't know, you know, if something goes wrong, you know, if they will use your information against you or to hurt you. And there have been times where you really have to just, I think in general, take time and assess who's around you, what you're telling them, what they're telling you, what activities you're participating in. Because there have been times where, like, I got to know someone really well in a short period of time, and for some reason I mistook that as, like, you know, this is a friendship, or this could go somewhere. And then you get back into another environment and they're completely gone, like they just went poof and they disappeared, and it's kind of like, well, wait a minute, what happened? I thought that we were building up something. So it's a funny situation, but you know, ultimately, I don't want to make it seem like, you know, because we all need people in our lives, and we need human interaction. I mean, humans were not put on this earth to be alone, because if that was the case, then it would just be one of us. So yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, one respondent said something that really stuck out to me too. She said that, you know, we have to realize that people aren't perfect. Right. So if we do have these high expectations, we're not either. And they fail, you know, I mean, you know, in a sense we have to say, you know, that's okay. You know, she ended up saying that, you know, we can rely on God, but, you know, not everyone is you know, we're not perfect, but, you know, God is the perfect God. So just realizing that even if your friend did say one little mistake or one little thing, you know, a lot of people said that, like, don't let the little petty stuff, you know, ruin our relationship that we have. We have a strong relationship, and we don't want to throw that away over something little or something petty. So, yeah.
Okay, well, please, hey, if you have any comments or questions, if you disagree with something, if you agree, snaps, amen, all that. But yeah, so we'll catch y'all later.
Good seeing you guys. It's been so long.
Peace.
Peace.